Commander Clay Mason looks back to when he joined the Navy in 1988 and wasn't sure if he would ever wear an officer's coat. He knew he wanted to join, but he wasn't sure if he would make it that far. But 24 years later, Mason is ready to take command of a recruiting district that reaches into 4 states right here in the Midwest.
Knew I wanted to be an officer, didn't necessarily know what it meant. Found myself working my way through the ranks pretty quickly. My dad was in the Navy in the 60s, so I always had that inspiration and that background growing up. I knew what the Navy was about, and I knew I wanted to be part of it.
The Navy tradition in Mason's family runs deep. His grandfather served in the Navy in World War II, his father during the Vietnam War, and now his daughter, who graduated from Macomb High School in 2008, is serving aboard an aircraft carrier and is stationed on the West Coast. But his parents plan on being at the change of command ceremony on Monday when Commander Mason takes over the regional recruiting district.
Probably take a look, only about 1% go through the Mustang. A Mustang is a person that came in and enlisted and become an officer. And there are very few Mustangs out there.
Mason says 2/3 of the men and women who they target for possible enlistment don't qualify for the service because of one reason or another. And he says only 10% of the 17 to 24-year-olds are actually interested in a military career. But Mason says the men and women who are considering a career in the service need to stay in school, stay in shape, and stay out of trouble to be considered. And he's glad he was able to accomplish that as he begins his newest duty station. Jim Whitfield, KHQA News, Quincy.